REO-Outdoors. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Somewhere in Mecosta County. Mrs. Youngs and I are out looking for mushrooms and exploring a new area where we've never been before. I'm just basically walking along trails that we've seen used by man and beast. And I noticed this nice trail going down. Other than the trees falling across, there's a nice trail going, major 200-foot drop off right there down into a swamp. Back up this way. I've been following this trail and I come to what I hope will be a blessing next year. That's an apple tree, and this is an apple tree in the middle of the woods, and that is awesome. So I know where I need to be sitting come October. There are blossoms on both of these trees, as old and beat up as they are, and there's trails right through here. This is awesome. I gotta mark this spot on my map. This is awesome. Always great to be able to find apple trees in the middle of the woods. Somebody using the 20 gauge out here and their fluorescent orange vest. Huh. This is awesome. The trail keeps going on like that. I'm walking on top of a nice ridge line. On a property that I've never been to before. And this is awesome. Exploring someplace new. It's 2:30. I'll go see if Mrs. Youngs is ready to head back to the truck. I'll have to get out here and do some more exploring. Because here's another trail right here. Again, just comes over, and I don't know where the deer are coming or going from here, but I don't see any real deer trail. That is a heck of a drop off, and the swamp is right out there. Where would I sit? Where would I sit? Because I don't want to sit right on the apple trees. That's why I got to come back out again and move around in a circle around these things. Find a spot before they get to the apple trees. Yep. This is awesome. Where there's apple trees, there will be deer. See that?
What's that?
2 apple trees. Right here and right here. Johnny Appleseed got a little, yeah, he got a little lost one day and didn't know where he was, but he planted some seeds. This is awesome. Ouch, jerk. Oh, I see little tiny buckrub over there on that tree, just a little thing. Yeah, they're old. Oh, you can see this used to be this had to have been a logging trail right here at one time. You can see this is wide enough to have somebody drive through right here.
Yeah.
Just like that. I didn't come down because the trees were in my way. And I don't know where it went from here because I don't see where it went from here other than to come back to these trees, and that's about it. I don't know where it went from here. Everything else is growed up.
Well, I went down. Oh, there's that body of water I ran into when I went down that way and started cutting around, and I ran into a body of water, so I'm gonna assume that's part of it right there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I was standing up over this way, and
But it looks like there's a path right through
yep,
there.
yep.
You
can
want
see
to try going that way now?
you
Or?
see that path right up that way. Well, if we go up that way, we're going to end up where the property line is. Remember the
Okay.
big swamp that we ran into over there? That turned us back in the first place.
Okay, well let's go
But-
back a decent way.
Yeah, I was saying we're on top of a hill, and yet there's pockets of water up here. So I need to come back and make a big circle, like 100 yards out around these 2 apple trees, and find where the deer are at. See if that big buck is coming up out of the swamp. If he's got a place up here on the high ground where I gotta look for a nice bedding area up here on the high ground. It's really thick over in there. A bunch of little brush and stuff. Yeah, this is what stopped me from coming in here, but shouldn't have. Good hunters will just find a way around them. There's all kinds of deer tracks in here. We're seeing all kinds of deer tracks. See any snakes?
No,
See any frogs?
I have seen frogs.
You saw frogs?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep, there's a little bit of a cesspool right there out of nowhere.
Yep. They're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere you bump, you run into one of those guys.
That's one thing, there's plenty of water up here.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a trail going up. Oh, just got stabbed. Kind of a trail going up over that way.
No, we're going much though.
No shrooms.
Nope.
Maybe at the end of next week.
We're gonna have to try another trail next week.
We'll have to try and come out in the middle of the week, and then the end of the week,
Yep.
because the weather is supposed to be more conducive to shrooms next week.
I hope so.
I know there's got to be plenty of other guys around that know about this area. Unfortunately for me, there's got to be plenty of guys out hunting this same area. I think the guy's name was Tom, and he drove a Tundra truck. I think that's what his name was that I met in Dunham's. They told me to come over and check this area out. So it's been fun. Mrs. Jones and I got out and got to see someplace new. You got this stink office. Yep. So now we can go back home and be bored, I guess. Unless she wants to go get her 2 for Tuesday at the restaurant. Oh, that's right. This ain't Tuesday. Mrs. Young's cooked up some good ribs yesterday. Homemade potato salad, some bean casserole. Very delicious. Everything was very delicious. It's no wonder I can't lose any weight. She always feeds me really good. This guy, he don't go off the road at all, man. Oh, this guy with this tree stand right here.
Oh. Now, find our path back.
I mean, he's only 50 yards off the
Did you come from up at me?
that tree stand over there, like a two-person tree stand, and he's only like maybe 50 yards off the drive, off the road.
You don't want to have to go too far to take a deer with us.
He must be an old guy like me.
Nope.
Don't want to pull that deer any farther than you have to. Shoot the first thing that comes. Well, not the first thing, but nice fat doe. Yep.
All right. We'll be back up at the top of the hill.
I hope we don't fall down.
I don't think this is where we went. Was it?
Well, we were more to the left.
Okay.
We came in. We went up the trail over there. Yeah, but this is. Yeah. Truck. You're going the right direction for the truck. There's a nice monster hilltop right here. Nice hilltop. That's east. And of course that makes that north. That down there, you can't see it, but that right there is a seasonal road. And it's not a seasonal road. It's like a 4-track. I took my trail, I started taking my truck down it, and got to a point where the ruts were too big. And then there was a tree in the middle of the road, and the ruts were too big. Well, good thing is I stopped at the right spot, so I was able to just reverse my way all the way back out without any trouble. But if I would have kept going, I would have been in trouble. But I don't have a 4-wheel drive. Yep. State land on the south, all private land on the north, and the state land goes for a mile to the south and meets up with another road. I think it's between 18 mile and 19 mile. I think that's what it is. And they're both considered seasonal roads.
Somebody's been down this field before.
Oh, that limb wants to trip me.
You got the limbless tree you could hold on to, didn't you?
Well, I just needed one just enough so I wouldn't slip. So, yeah, we stopped right about here, and that road goes and it just drops right off into a swamp. And there's no way of turning around down there. This is absolutely beautiful. All kinds of hills and all kinds of hills and valleys and all kinds of beautiful stuff up here. Yep.
But it's not good for motorized vehicles.
But this is not a seasonal road. There's nobody is going to take care of it. You can use your 4-wheeler, jacked up truck, whatever, your mud truck. But when I got to the bottom of the hill, it was going to be a mud buggy down there because it just turned into swamp. Yep. So we had an adventure today.
Roger Wilco out.
Roger Wilco out, as Mrs. Young says. Yep. So we're gonna close off the video because we're back to the truck. If you're watching this video, like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment and share around the world. Please don't dump your trash, your garbage, your junk on state land. If you can do it, at least put it on private property. I mean, I can understand, you know, finding beer cans, soda cans out in the woods where deer hunters are sitting. People are out squirrel hunting. I can see finding cans, but even that is stupid. If you take trash to the woods, bring it home with you. Crying out loud, it's not that big of a deal. But don't bring household garbage and junk and trash out to the state land. Dump it off. Come on, man. Have some respect for Mother Nature. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Y'all have a blessed day. Hope you all have a safe summer. God bless America. God help us all. Tiny Tim too. Amen.